Hey guys, Lucas Carroll here from the Business of Senior Care, talking to you today about tips for the survey process. So this video series is about survey and plan of correction for our home care owners and operators. I just wanted to quickly provide you with a couple of tips when you're working with a surveyor that I have learned through experience or from others and doing this for a decade or so that have helped. Some have been learned the hard way. Others have been, just passed along to me, but I think it's helpful to know when you get into it, into a survey, and you're working with a surveyor or a survey team that there are ways to help navigate that can actually come to your benefit. So one of the things that I learned is that surveyors are just regular people like you and I, working their jobs and going home and living their lives, and sometimes we forget that. But doing the basic things like welcoming them to your agency and getting them set up in the conference room and getting them water and coffee and being timely with requests for documentation and answering their questions can all be helpful. And a couple of times where they've been helpful, where if further on in the survey and I'm having a conversation and I could feel like there's a potential for a deficiency that's coming, if I've been working with them in good faith and they know that and they know that participating in the survey process, I have seen firsthand deficiencies that have not been, issued, or have further questioning has, just sort of trailed off, or they felt like they've got the information that they need, all because, a large part because of the acting in good faith and participating in the survey. Number two, that the best time to fix an issue or a problem that has been brought up by a surveyor is right now. And I know there's 1,000 things going on during survey and continuing to operate a home care company, but surveyors are there. They know the regulations. They want you to know the regulations, and they want you to operate in compliance, and showing them that once an issue has been identified, that you jumped into action. You did an education, you audited a file, or whatever you need to do, and then show them that the documentation that you did those things, that oftentimes that, for me in my experience, has resulted in deficiency not being issued. And number three, which has gotten me into trouble before, is just offering up more information than need be. If they're asking you for one specific document or one file or one policy, don't walk in with all of the files. Don't walk in with a bunch of policies. Just give them the exact information or answer the question directly with the information that they're requesting. Unfortunately, I've seen a few times where they take more information, more documentation, and that just leads down another rabbit hole of more questions and more potential for deficiency. So just keep it direct to exactly what they're asking for, answer the question, give them the exact documents, and then move on. So those are a couple of tips that have helped me during the survey process, and I know that survey can be stressful, but knowing how to navigate during the survey can significantly help reduce your anxiety, and then also work with the surveyor to hopefully lessen the amount of deficiencies or just make it as painless as possible.